Up in the morning at the crack of dawn, down to the kitchen with my long johns on. Get out the skillet, put the flapjacks on.
Hey, everybody.
I'm a-going fishing.
Anybody like seafood?
Take a
Who
deep
likes
breath of
seafood?
the morning air. It'll chase your worries and lose
Got
your
some
cares.
fresh
Grab
ones.
your ride and I'll meet you there.
Who wanted some seafood?
I'm going fishing.
Right there. I remember when I was 5 and my pops taught me my first lesson on fishing. I said, "Pops, I want to learn how to fish." And he said, "Bam, if you want to learn how to fish, the first thing you should know is if you're going to learn, you might as well learn to fish in a stocked pond." Fisher rule number 1, learn to fish in a what? Stocked pond. You see, if you're going to fish in a place that doesn't have any fish to catch, you're probably not going to catch much fish. I was out in Alaska and I had someone run up to me and they said, "Bam, the fisherman, we heard your stories. Can you teach me how to fish?" And I said, "Well, the first thing I learned is if you're going to learn to fish, you might as well learn to fish in a stocked pond." He said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Let me get specific. How many fish are in the sea you're fishing in every day? Or more specifically, how many people on your prospecting list?" He went out there, he looked at it, he counted them all out. 1, 2, 3, he's all 20. I got 20. And I said, "I wouldn't feel so confident fishing in a sea with 20 fish. Matter of fact, can you imagine all of us seeing a fisher with his hook in the water and he knew there were only 20 fish in the sea below for him to catch? You'd think that fisher had a little too much salt water stuck between the ears. Which brings me to the second lesson that I learned from my pops when he was teaching me fishing. He told me this: you got to learn to bait the hook to suit the fish. It's not about you, it's about the fish. It's not about what gets you excited, it's about the fish. People get this wrong. And I know why. When I was growing up, my mom would always tell me, "Bam, you gotta follow the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated," right? "Do unto others as you would have others do unto you." Who heard this? They told me you got to follow the golden rule, and when I was young, I listened, and I said, "That's a good rule," but as I got older, I started to realize that rule has a major, major flaw. Because if you're always treating others the way you want them to treat you, you're assuming others want to be treated the way you want to be treated. You're assuming others are the same as you. How many of you figured out by now that not everybody on this planet walks, talks, acts, and thinks exactly like you? Married couples, I know you learned this one. The golden rule is a good rule to follow if you want to attract people who are like what? You. But if we want to get good at fishing, how many of you guys want to get good at fishing? Well, then I suggest we start adhering to the angler rule. And the angler rule says, no. Don't do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Do unto others as others want to be done unto. In other words, it's not about you, it's about them. Repeat after me. It's not about me, it's about my list. Bait the hook to suit the fish. Can we do this? So if we understand we got to start baiting the hook to suit the fish, we better start going out there and knowing our prospect. You see, ladies and gentlemen, don't get me wrong. If you're catching fish right now, whatever lure you're using, if it's working, it's a good lure. If it ain't working, get a new lure. But if we're going to learn to catch a lot of fish, which is better than a little fish, are you guys with me? We better learn how to bait the hook to suit the fish. And if we're going to learn to bait the hook to suit the fish, I think we better know what fish are in the Visalis Sea. Are you guys with me? So I had some time. I went out there and did some fishing. Where'd my dinner go? Jake? Went out there and did some fishing, and I actually identified 4 of the most common fish that we're going to find in the Visalis Sea. Because if we need to learn how to bait it, we have to know what we're trying to bait. Are you guys with me on this one? Are you ready to learn how to identify and bait the 4 most common fish we're going to find in the Visalis Sea? Yes or no? Are you sure? Alaska's ready. They're like, I know fishing. Here's the first thing that I realized. I was catching a whole lot of blue fun fins. Whole lot of these pretty blue ones. They're pretty, aren't they? And I started messing around with my tackle box, and I started trying different lures, different hooks, different baits. And I think I got it down to how we're going to recognize and hook all the blue funfish. Are you guys ready to learn how to catch a blue funfish? Anybody want to catch a blue funfish? Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the slides on the front, right and left, you're going to realize you can find blue funfish pretty simply if you know what you're looking for. Blue funfish are relationship people. They love people. They're never alone. They're always in groups. They move at a faster pace. They walk. What? They walk faster, talk faster, swim faster. They just move at a faster pace. They're excitable people, high energy. They're that crazy guy that keeps standing on his chair in the middle of your guys' meeting. The blue funfish love to talk. Talk. How many guys have big cell phone plans? Yeah, 90% of them are from the blue funfish. Blue funfish, they think in a big picture, broad. They got 1,000,001 great ideas. Every day they got a new $1 million idea. By the time they got their new one, they forgot about their last one. They love attention. They'll do things to attract attention. Loud clothes, pink hair, whatever. Blue funfish have 3 main motivators. Fun, and fun. The blue funfish, ladies and gentlemen, attracted to fun. If it ain't fun, don't talk to the blue funfish. You got to make it what? Fun. They're not very organized, lack a lot of detail, and are typically very late.